Yo, I wasn't lying when I said you wouldn't see me until next week, but you will hear me. Because at the last moment I decided to host the lobby for IRO Gran Turismo Endurance Championship split 2 8 hours of Fuji. Ran into a couple of technical difficulties, had to reset the lobby, but you know, if you're familiar with this channel, that's kind of just how it goes sometimes with these streams. So people are making their way in now. We're gonna get started in a little bit. I'll give everyone a chance to make their way in. Yeah, and then we have 2 sessions of qualifying. The first is 30 minutes with all registered teams, and then the top 7 go into a shootout of sorts called Super Pole, and the top 7 will be decided by that second bout of qualifying. So 30 minutes and then 15 minutes. Some of you may know all of these drivers from previous rounds on previous channels, streaming previous races and previous qualifyings, but today is my turn. All right, turn this music off. We don't need this music. Let's look and see who we have here. We have Speed Hunter, Joni, Ahmed, Oscar, Deering, Banana, Roses. Sorry, I'm not even talking into the mic right now. I'm just like, hold on, I gotta, because I'm sitting at my desk here. It's a little bit different right now. Okay, there we go. Now we got a full screen. Race day tomorrow, your first ever stint. Congratulations, Varial. So we have 10 in the lobby. I'm expecting there to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm expecting... Oh, no. No, we have all 10. We have all 10. There's 10 here. 1, 2, 3. Garage 46. Vez 10 tenths. DMRE. Infinite Octane. / X Eclipse. Arrow. S7R Phoenix. Wait. Who is here from S7R Phoenix? Well, let's just look at the liveries and see. See, this is what I'm trying to figure out, like, real time as we go about it. We have Banana here. Okay, 911 car, 910 car, the 8 car, 16 car, the 10 car, 93. Oh, I should probably show all the information. S7R car, there it is. So yeah, I have their GT7 names instead of their whatchamacallit. Okay, GT Ahmed. I don't know what team he's represented. Let me ask him to do me a favor. Nope, that's not how we do it. Where's my keyboard? Sorry, we're doing it live. Where's my keyboard? Okay. Okay, he's already doing it. It's like he knew. It's like he knew what I was gonna type. What I was gonna type to him. Crazy how that works. Okay, let's see here. Number 2. Okay, we're good. I type a message to them. This is what I'm normally doing in a panic behind the scenes, and now I'm doing it live on an actual broadcast. So, sensational. Wait, what? Why are there 2 MRL drivers in here? What is going on? One sec. Oh my goodness. I need to double check this. I was like, why do we have 2 MRL people in here? This is killing me. Yes. Okay. Hopefully those who are who are live, I'm only expecting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 drivers here. I have 13 in the lobby for some reason. Why are there 13 in the lobby? A giant waffle is left. Oh my goodness. Okay. I have to write this down. And I'm gonna start kicking people. And find a pen. Number 9 car. Number 10 car. Roses. Okay, that makes sense. 9, 10, Steve-O. There's a duplicate somewhere, man. Banana in 71. (911) Number 8, Oscar. (16) Andrea. Why are there 2 number 9 cars? Why are they both here? Look at this. 7. Oh no, wait. No, they're not. Okay, sorry. Sorry, I just mixed it. Okay. Alright. My bad. Number 9. Hearing. I just assumed because they're in the same community. That's my fault. Okay, number 2, Ahmed. Yeah, I've been day drinking again, town. Yeah. Wait a second. Do I have 2 number 10 cars? GT, Ahmed, Speed Hunter, 93. Oh, snap. Okay. Okay. All right. I think we're good now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. 14. 14. Okay. So number 93, 10, 93, 80. Steve-O's 910. Banana's 71. And Andrea 16. Alico's is here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 4 in the pits. But I already accounted for Andrea. Truck aggressor. Number 77. Truck. Okay. Steering we accounted for number 9. Utiama's number 2. Linge is number. Oh, bro, I can't read it. It's so small. 9 something. 911. Okay. There's number 2. Alco's number 55. (46) MF Max. Team Red 777. Oh man. Rad. Jack. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 10, 12, 13, 14. Okay, I think I got all 14. All right. Giving myself 5 minutes just in case I forgot to do anything. And apologies, I know there have been a lot of chat messages. I didn't respond to any of them just because I needed to get this admin stuff correct first. Otherwise, you know, it would be big time problems. Okay, so we're gonna get going in like 5 minutes from when I sent that message. Probably closer to like 3 minutes now. And then once we get that going, then I'll be able to talk about what's going on, or at least try to. About chat. Boku, where are you now? Just making sure that there aren't any operations, race control, race day. Okay, so nobody's saying anything. All right, cool. All right. 2 minutes. Whew. Gotcha. So, welcome in everybody. We're just about to get started here. I think we accounted for everybody. We have everyone we're expecting here. We don't have any imposters. Everyone has the correct livery for their correct team. Yeah, should be okay. Yes. Let me pull up the old forecast for this weekend. Split two announcements. Okay, yeah, it's raining today, IRO 4. And then rain, well, light rain the entire race tomorrow. Mix of IRO 1 and IRO 2. Should be pretty interesting. Alright. I know, it's Mick Rainey is right. Okay. So... Hey, no problem. I normally would be... I would normally be a little bit prepared, but, you know, the old man in me forgot that this is how it works for Split 2. But I think we're ready to go here. Everybody's in here. Everybody's accounted for. Let's start the qualifying. Oh boy. They're setting the tone. So like the first half of the season, Split 2 was ahead. Split 1 would do their race weekend before Split 2. And now it's the other way around. So, you know, I'm looking at this. I'm like, all right, well, what do I need to do if I'm to participate next weekend in Split 1? But everybody's making their way out of the pits now. I don't even know if Shaggy's part of the IRO server. Let's see. Display race info. We will not throw up the gearing information, tire information. It's kind of just there as part of the game, but you know, We'll treat it how it's normally treated, just without the overlays. It should certainly be interesting here. People are making their tire choices. The timing sheets aren't showing people in the right order, at least not yet. That's just how IRO operates, so that nobody gets an advantage over anybody else. Welcome in, Talon, by the way, P1. Joshua, Os, Ray, Azriel, Sheldo, Moose, Shaggy, Island, Boku, Mike, Box. Who else? Azriel's in here too, and in the lobby. RJ showing up early. Salamander, hey yo. Yes. Yeah, you know, when I stream, you know, I guess I'm at a disadvantage. Not that anybody needs an advantage over me. I'm pretty much among the slowest in Split 1, but you know, that's Oh, we do? I can turn it on? All right, I'll turn it on then. One too many. We counted 14. 16, 777, 93, 10, 80, 46, 911. I just went through them. 16, 777, 93, 10, 80, 46, 911, 910, 77, 2, 8, 55, 71, 9. Oh, jeez. Someone went to the lengths of actually creating a car with a number. Oh, gee. Who is still on track? Yeah, I thought it kills oh jeez. Man. This is and it was in the spot too. Jeez. I literally was like, oh yes, number 77 truck. I did that before starting. I was like, okay, we got 14 teams and 14 drivers. No, it's I tried looking at the split document, but that doesn't talk about qualifying. The one that's pinned in every split. In every split garage, right? That what's it called? It's their driver schedules. It only includes the race. It doesn't include the pre-qualifying. So I just took for granted the car number. So apologies about that, guys. Oy. No, I should have at least like gotten the car numbers. So, no, let's say it's on both of us. It's a good thing that I decided to stream it, because if I didn't, I would have let 77 run the entire thing. Wait. Alright. So we're expecting these 13. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. These are the 13 that we're expecting. I remember all these names from the lobby last time. We're gonna start it right now. Yes, so the lobby ran for longer. I opened it up at 1:30 p.m. Eastern, and it eventually started to rain. I don't know what it's going to do this time, because you know, it's a new lobby, but looks dry right now. I don't have a way to do it. The lobby just has to happen. Let's just do one more check. 2, 16, 9, 8, 55, 7, 7, 7, 93, 80, 10, 9, 10, 9, 11, 46, 71. Okay. Alright, guys. It is RO4, so it might rain over the course of these 30 minutes. I don't know. But, well, I guess we'll see. Might be good to get a lap in right now. Alright, here we go. Ooh, if it ends up being just like how the last iteration of this lobby is, then you're gonna want to get your best laps in ASAP. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. People are making their way out now. People are making their way out now. It's gonna be a rush. If I'm a driver right now, I'm thinking, oh my God, gotta get this lap in. First lap's gotta be my best lap possible. We saw our Team Rad in the AMG. Shout out to AMGs everywhere. IORT, X Eclipse. It's also in the AMG. We should be good now, guys. We should be good to kick this thing off for real this time. There's already a little bit of moisture on the ground. There's already enough moisture on the ground to justify inters. It happened pretty quickly. I think there's a set list. I don't know the entire list, Talon. It wasn't every Group 3 car, but it was a list of a subset of them, and there, I think Split 2 can have unlimited repeats. Split 1, only 3 teams can have the same car. So yeah, should be pretty interesting. Obviously, you know, Ray and all the Race Asylum people who are in here can certainly correct me if I'm wrong. I don't mind being called out. It happens on a daily basis on all of my live streams. So, well, a little bit of traffic here. Ahmed trying to let people through. He's almost come to a complete stop here. He definitely wants to be on the... He wants to be the last one to go around this final corner. Wonder if that could have been done a little bit more safely. No, he's pretty much out of the way. As out of the way as you can be, so no harm, no foul there. At least it seems like it. As he gets his start lap going, we're gonna go on board with Alikos here, who was the first one across the line. With Rad Jack right behind him. I guess trying to take advantage of the slipstream, which is, you know, certainly helpful, you know, on that long start-finish straight. But you're gonna run into situations like this where you're right behind. Like, this is not a race. One of these two are probably gonna have to, you know, back out and start over again. Well, actually, you know what? If I'm in Jack's perspective, you know, I'm gonna ride his bumper because for whatever reason, Alikos didn't get far enough away, just because we know that there's a possibility of rain later. Now, we don't have the radar here. I don't know exactly when it comes, but the settings for this lobby are R004. So that rain is coming at some point. How hard? Not sure. But for now, it looks like soft tires are okay to use on this track. It's just below the first third. So yeah, you can see the advantage of that slipstream. He's gaining ever so slightly, and because of that slip, he goes in the lead for just a brief moment by 2/10, but now he's going to attempt the overtake. You can see right here a lot of people just going side by side. You know, the S7R Phoenix team gets essentially an overtake going into turn 1 with Speed Hunter right behind. So, you know, this is one of those situations like, okay, do you want to just, you know, tuck in behind and just deal with, you know, the turbulent air in the corners, or how exactly do you handle this, especially now that you see, you know, Joni's situation here is basically bail out. You're gonna lose this lap and the next lap, and remember, you can't reset to the pits, so you're gonna have to just lose those 2 laps. But there's plenty of time. This is a 30-minute qualifying session. Each one of these cars started at 25% fuel. Yeah, it looks like that is the case here. But let's take a look further down the pack, see what MF Max is up to here in the number 46 car, a Lexus. Not a car that I've viewed as particularly strong around here. In fact, the AMG seems to me like one of the better cars. But it all depends on the aero settings, so. You see Banana right behind. See backing out here. This is an odd situation here. Hey. Yes, I have my biases. So yeah, they're slipstreaming right back past each other. Banana is able to get up to 8th. But in general, what you're aiming for in this qualifying session is a top 7 time. So let's run through those times right now. He's currently just completing his first sector and improving by 31 thousandths. Is GT Ahmed in the number 2 car with a time of 139.212. Oscar behind by a 1/10 of a second with a 139.331. Rad Jack 139.337, just 6 thousandths of a second behind P2. These times might start to drop a little bit more, especially as the moisture meter declines and the fuel burns off of these cars. The tire wear seems to be okay. Probably the temperature having an effect on it. Uh-oh, Ahmed might be in trouble as Rose goes up to P2 in the P10, in the 10/10ths Racing number 10 car. As GT Ahmed retakes pole position. Looking at his livery, he has the number 2 decal. He's using the IRO race shield, but it looks fine. It just, the number 2 is kind of in an obscure position there in the back, right? So like I'm kind of centered on it, or trying to center on it. It's underneath that mobile, the number 2 in the back. McLaren is weird. So okay, so where was I? GT Ahmed in the lead, 139.2. I wonder if we're gonna see any 138s out here today, before the rain comes, if the rain comes. But you can tell the track is completely dry now. So just with that number 77 joining the lobby illegally before, the fate of all of these drivers has changed tremendously. You know, it went from a wet qualifying where you're trying to decide inters versus wets to now an almost completely dry qualifying, at least at this point. That might change for Super Pole, the top 7 drivers moving on to a separate 15-minute qualifying session after this. But yeah, definitely as Oscar takes pole position and into the 138, so 138.804. You can see these drivers are pairing up. Seems as though that's the strategy that works out the best here, because you can slipstream off of each other. And I think, you know, the pros of slipstream outweigh the cons of turbulent air in the corners so far. You see Alicos there getting a half-second penalty, so that pretty much kills off the next 2 laps. And somebody's in the pits to change tires. Steering in the Race Asylum Orange number 9 car, getting a fresh set of rubbers, but crucially comes out by himself. So that's not going to help things. Maybe you can pick up someone on this outlap and then trail behind them. But we got a lot of traffic out in the front. Number 3 there. Number 4, number 6 getting by. Nicely moving out of the way, Alicos is. See a lot of people deciding to go into the pits now. If you're gonna lose, if you're gonna lose 2 laps, you might as well head into the pits, and he does just that. Now looking here at PhD Banana racing for FSR in the number 71 BMW. I'll forgive him for driving a BMW. Gonna take this lap by himself. And might end up being in a position to give the current pole holder slipstream going down the back straight. So he's helping other people's out, but he's not. He's helping other people out, but he's not getting help himself. But you know, I know Banana, and Banana is quick. Well, okay, so Banana is a part of the PHG, Papa's House of Game community, for those who are new to this broadcast. However, IRO has their own separate teams that are independent of the communities that its drivers are a part of. So PHG Banana is a member of PHG as a community, but for this competition, he has joined the FSR team. So, to that same vein, Talon, and those who have the same question, I am racing this season as a part of the S7R Me Cougar team, but I am not a member of Sector 7 Racing. I'm very much a free agent. As Banana goes into the pits. Okay, so getting some fresh rubbers. He already made the determination that this lap wasn't going to be one that set the timing screens on fire. But, you know, for him, he's just looking to gain that 5/100th of a second that he needs to get into the top 7. That's the name of the game right now. Get into the top 7. So as we look at Deering here, about to finish the lap. All right, big nod. Oh man, I can't tell you how many. Oh, Deering goes up into P6, so a little bit more of a buffer there. So we look at that and we see that you know, it's a pretty sizable buffer now, almost half a second. Actually, my math says that it's a little bit more than half a second between Deering and P6 now and Banana and P8. And as I say that, Team Red, Jack, as he starts the third sector, is up 2/10 on his time. So he's in a prime position to get that P6 back and then some. If he can hang on to the back of RA Roses here. If you're not in the top 7, you are starting the race tomorrow where you finish in this qualifying. So P8 through P last, you're done. You leave the lobby, and that's where your teammate will start tomorrow. And then the top 7 will have a second qualifying session to determine their order. So Rat Jack here is you know, getting a pretty nice slipstream from Roses and should move up. Moved up into P4. So looking back at Banana, who's on his outlap, we won't worry ourselves too much about that, as Andrea. It's exactly like that, Talon. PhD Banana is like right off the tailpipe of Andrea. It's gonna have to make an overtake, right? And that overtake might end up costing him time, as he has to take a non-optimal line through turn 1. And Andrea is gonna tuck right in behind, and hopefully the two of them can work together as he sets a purple first sector, but goes wide. Oh, that was a great opportunity to get yourself out of the bottom 6 here. He's gonna have to start up all over again after this lap is done, and crucially does not have a slipstream buddy. Oh, but he lets Andrea back. So I think what Banana's thinking in this situation is that you know, let him go back in front and then get that slipstream again and try it over again. So looking at Roses, who took pole by 41 thousandths of a second is sitting nice and pretty behind Team Rad. Good question. The way that the race will work tomorrow. Oh, that's the TLDR version of it, Ray. The longer version of it is that there are lobbies set up for 2-hour stints. You enter and exit the pits at the start and finish of your stint, and at the moment that you enter the pits and come to a complete standstill, the split that is running after yours, which is open already, you signal to your teammate that they can go. yeah. So you know, there are multiple lobbies open, usually 2 at a time, depending on the timing throughout the day, and you're in sync with your teammate either through the Discord server, the IRO Discord server, or your own. Yeah, it's a pretty cool system for, you know, that makes up for the lack of true driver swaps in the game. Yeah. So yeah, most people do it through PSN chat or Discord. You know, I'm not familiar with anyone using any other tools, but I know that our team does it through Discord, and PlayStation has a Discord integration. So yeah. So Banana's still by himself here. Didn't catch any of his sector times, but he's starting sector 3 right now. Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that. Fax machine, 56K. Yes, you do have to have a PS5. Alright, so what's this gonna be from Banana here? 36, 37, 38, 39. Ooh, not even a personal best. Banana's really gonna have to get behind somebody. He's gonna have to be a tactician and get some slipstream in one of these laps. We're coming on to the 18th minute, 12 minutes to go. And again, the top 7 move on to the shootout. As he sets a personal best first sector, but he needs to gain half a second. It's going to be a tall order by himself. As we look here, we see a trio cars. Oscar and Medway Racing League's car. Getting past Team Rad's car, who's moving out of the way. So you can see some mind games being played here to make sure that you can get slip and you don't give slip to someone else. So you can see right here, so we move the camera back, unless he's going into the pits, and it looks like a pit entry here. So take a look at Oscar here through this lap. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to use this view. 2/10 within the lead. But again, kind of far away for Slipstream. And the same thing behind him. So plenty of space given. You can see that first sector is already 2/10 down. See Team Rad and Team IORTX Eclipse in the pits, probably topping off the tank. Right, not too much. 13 liters of fuel, aka 13%, aka every car in this game has 100 liters of fuel in it. Make that make sense, somebody. Every single one, 100 liters. Missed that sector timing, so apologies on that. Oh yeah, it's crazy. Crazy work, PD. Is that a lag spike? What's going on here? right, so this lap was bailed out. Let's take a look at Alicos. We haven't taken a look at him in a while. Currently on an out lap. All right, so we'll come back to him. We'll come back to him. We haven't looked at some of the drivers. Oh my goodness, it's like that was not my fault. That's not commentator curse. He got that before before I switched to him. So we're not gonna look at the this is the SBR team, right, with the Panda. Steve-O currently in P11. That's not where I'm used to seeing him. Now he's a name that I've noticed from earlier rounds as being one of the quicker drivers. Yes, I did it to him. So Steve-O is tucking in behind in the 910 car. He gets out of the way and then comes back in. Yeah, I'm used to seeing Steve-O closer to the top. I know this is, you know, the qualifiers have usually the fastest drivers, one lap drivers. But yeah, this is an interesting development to say the least. Let's at least stick with him, see how this second sector plays out. Did get out of the way going into turn 1. But should be able to take advantage of this slipstream here. He gets up right up to, not quite right up to the back of him, but certainly within the slip of Jack up in front for Team Rad. And he's 2/10 down. 2/10 down, so it's unlikely that he's going to be able to reclaim that. And again, to get into the top 7, he needs pretty much a second and a half better than his current best. So, and then looking at MF Max, you know, 4 seconds off. That's not going to quite do it. You need to be within 5/10 of a second, 5.5 tenths, as Deering, right when I cut to him, and the RA orange car sets a personal best. And you see that gap is still holding steady between him and PhD Banana. Banana hasn't been able to catch a break and get a slipstream partner until that that one lap where he went purple the first sector and then unfortunately went off. So we're getting into clutch time. A little less than 7 minutes to go. Deering here is hoping to increase that gap and ideally move even further up the standings. So let's see how this ends up here. Comes across the line, sets a personal best, moves up to P5. So, and while I said that, the S7R Phoenix car takes that 8th position away from Banana. So Banana into P9. It's still 0.6 of a second off of P7, the IORT Infinite Octane Racing Eclipse car of Alicos. Yeah, so both S7R Phoenix and FSR, you know, they need to find half a second somewhere. They need to get a slipstream partner. You know, I know that nobody here is actually trying to work with anyone else. Everyone's trying to not give the slipstream, but at the same time, get it. So as we check in with Banana here, who's about to complete a lap here, had Andrea just in front. I'm not sure if this is an out lap or a hot lap. As he makes his way down the start-finish straight, you see Andrea there in the distance. It's not quite close enough to have a significant slipstream, but up to P8, crucially, now only 3.5 tenths away. So let's just see how this first sector goes. We'll stay with Banana for a little bit here, just to see how this plays out. Okay, 1.187 up first sector, so making good progress. If you can keep that up throughout the rest of this lap, surely he'd be in contention to be in the top 7, if not higher. Okay, as he makes his way down the hill to complete Sector 2. Get a little bit of a breather as you spot your braking point. Usually I use this Dunlop sign. Get the car turned in nice and early, on the power as early as possible. Take a little bit of a risk here. Car gets a little bit unsteady, and I'm really patient through this right-hander up the hill. Keep the car steady. Get the car turned in nicely on the power as early as you dare. Little micro correction there. Last corner, the most important corner in my opinion on this track, because it sets you up for this lap and the next lap. And you can see he got a little bit closer to Andrea up in front. So let's see if this slipstream can help him out at all. He stays dead center behind the car in front, but unfortunately ends up 4/10 down. So something happened there in sectors 2 and 3 that affected Banana. Yeah, he's got maybe another 2 laps, this lap and the next lap, to try and figure out a way to get into this top 7. As we saw somebody appear to have crashed there. Not sure who that was. You can see P7 and P6, 6/1000ths of a second apart. Let's just run through the grid really quickly. Speed Hunter holding steady, just under 1/10 of a second in P1. P2, Ahmed behind, 1/10 of a second between P2 and P3. Roses, half a tenth ahead of P4 Oscar, who was just a little bit behind. Speed Hunter there. Deering gets out of the way. Alico's up to P5, just over 100th of a second behind Oscar. Deering just under 1/10 behind him, and as you saw before, the difference between P6 and P7, 6/1000ths of a second. So, you know, if you're looking at the top 7 all within 3/10 of a second from each other. So it's really tight, really tight at the top. Okay, just caught the S7R Phoenix car coming down into sector 3, starting sector 3. If you can keep this momentum up, okay, he has a shot too of leapfrogging. Although he's only in P10 right now, he can make his way up if he has as good of a last sector as the first 2 sectors. That fuel gauge is looking mighty low. However, all he has to do is just nail this last corner. Hope that the arrow is turned down enough such that without the slipstream, he can leapfrog 3 positions. Coming across the line now. Personal best, but only up to P8 by 12/1000ths of a second. This is the final lap for the S7R Phoenix car. This is the one that's got to count. As we look at Banana here, he's got one more lap after this one. Has he found a slipstream partner? It does not look like it, so he's going to have to try and do this one by himself. He needs 4/10 of a second to be safely through. And you see that car up ahead. Is it close enough to give enough of a slipstream? Find out right now. Not quite a personal best. Okay, we're gonna stay. Well, we're gonna cut between the S7R Phoenix car because he's further ahead on the lap. He's completing his lap, then we'll check in with Banana afterwards as they come up the last hill, the last sector. Wasn't able to see what the sector times, the first 2 sector times are, but this is going to be very important. Last chance saloon here. One more corner to go absolutely must nail it, especially with not having any slipstream partners in front. Now it's just sit and wait and see. Did you make it? Or are you out? Coming across the line. Oh, just missed out. Just missed out. Okay. Now back over to Banana. Last series of corners. Seems he's in front of Andrea now. I think when he started... No, he started in front of Andrea also. But he's bailing out. He's backing out. This lap is over. And oh no, there's... Oh no, no, no. What happened here? Clinch runs into the back of him, but Steve-O crucially is on a lap still. Banana doesn't quite get out of the way. Clinch goes off track. Oh, chaos here on the final sector for Steve-O, trying to get his car into the top 7 himself. That could have undone this lap. We're gonna see what he comes across the line with. Oh, and he isn't quite able to make it happen. Oh my goodness, that was a travesty there at the end. Did we catch the end of it? No, not quite. Oh man, that is not what you want to see. That is not what you want to see. Yeah. Stories might be having a look at that. What is going on with the game right now? Did someone... What on earth is this? What is going on? Okay, listen. Listen, everyone who's in the lobby should just leave until I'm the last one. And then maybe it'll come back. Oh my gosh. No, I mean, look, you can still change the cars. Are you kidding me, bro? This lobby is cursed. This is cursed. I think everyone's in the same screen as me. Hold on, let me put a message there. If you can hear me, if you're in this lobby, just leave until I'm the last one. And then I will try to grab it. Yeah, well, the stream is DVR'd also. Oy, oy, oy. They need to force close the game, so that way they can exit. And Alicos, do me a favor, just DM me on Discord those screenshots if you have them. Ray, you should be able to rewind the streets. Should be able to rewind the stream as well. So yeah, anybody who has results, just oh, the replays are glitched half the time anyway. The drivers who had incidents, they should just do this. They should just save their own recent gameplay. Just save this. And then you'll have your footage. So oh jeez. Oh, they did. All right, well, the thing is with this right now, they won't get their replays. So they should still do that for right now. Did everyone leave? Did everyone leave? There's still 2 people in here. Steve O'Deering. They should leave. Okay. All right. It was Steve-O. I blame Steve-O. We have the results now. I was like, everyone should just leave, and then I should be able to get it. All right, so this is the top 8. I'm taking a shot on my phone right now. Banana won! Woo! Dude, Gran Turismo 7 is cooked, bro. All right. Okay. Okay. End race. People are joining this lobby again. Boom. Got the replay. All right. Woo! I don't know who subscribed, but thank you for subscribing. Okay, I'm gonna kill this lobby now that I have everything I need. Oh man. I'll tell you, if we make it through this, we've made it through everything. Let me copy this, paste that, create a new room. You know what? Just to be sure, it's not me. Yeah. Okay. Create a room. We'll do it live. I already had it copied and pasted, so I just pinged everybody. So who I am expecting? I'm expecting Ahmed, Speed Hunter, Alicos, Roses, Oscar, and Deering, and Jack. That's who I'm expecting. Yep. No worries, no worries. Just 15 more minutes. We gotta bang out these 15 minutes. The rain is back. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, Alicos, Ahmed, Speed Hunter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Deering. Okay, so we need Deering. And we need Roses. Yeah, I tell you. Deering can't see the room. Well, Ray, there might be a reason for that. Now, there's a reason why you can't. So it's not a technical issue. check the. All right, well, fortunate, but check Discord, Ray. I'm pretty sure I was supposed to just leave that there. Okay, so we have the 7 that we're expecting here. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm triple checking here that this is 7 that we Ahmed, Speed Hunter, Calicos, Rose is Oscar, Gearing, Jack. Okay. Okay. My goodness, guys. All right, 2 minutes to catch a breath and see if there's anything that happens. You know, or anything that I forgot. Yeah. Alright, I think we should be okay. I think we should be okay. So now we are gonna test who's the best in the wet. Sure. Here we go. Let's zoom it all the way out. Look at this. Look at this. It looks like it might dry out later. It might dry out towards the end. So that should be pretty interesting. But it's only 15 minutes. So let's see. First to have a good race. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, a mixture of intermediate tires and wet tires. Man, shout out to Jaeger. I don't know how he pulls this off, bro. This is when stuff like this happens, man. Sheesh. I mean, but we made it through. Made it through. All right, Team Rad is the first one. They're the first ones out. Okay. So what? Had to step away for a second. So look at this. They're jockeying They're jockeying. They're like, who's gonna go first? Who's gonna be the first one out? And it looks like it's Oscar. Jack is like, I'm not having any of it. Not having any of it. I'm gonna tuck in behind. Thanks, Sean. By the way, Cardis, Eric, GJ, finalized. Thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. It really means a lot. As they go side by side into turn one, what is going on here? I looked away for like just a half a second and I see all these guys nose to tail. Okay, so while they're going through the rest of sector 2, I just want to take a quick look and see what happened here. You see they're side by side. Ahmed is just a viewer of this whole thing while collecting that slipstream, almost double slipstream. Both of them go deep. We might be at the point where you got to take the wet line, as they both intentionally maybe missed the apex and went wide of it just so that way they could have maximum grip. Right around the 2/3 bar. Oh my goodness, what on earth happened here? Sorry guys, we gotta look at this too. It's going down into the hairpin. Ahmed goes up the inside of Jack. It's almost as if we're racing lap one instead of just qualifying. Interesting times here. Okay, so they all get through the final corner and they're, nose to tail again. More than likely Ahmed is going to take the initial pole since he was able to gain a position during that lap, and Oscar started out in front. So 1 minute 50 seconds. Speed Hunter ends up in P5. Deering is coming across the line next. And without the slipstream, without being near anyone, Deering moves up into P3. Malikos gets his first time in. A little bit off the pace, but there's still 10 minutes to go to see who's going to be overall pole. Okay, you see here these three are side by side, passing each other, getting passed back. Generally, it's not the best idea, right, to be in this situation. As you can see, he's 2.5 seconds down. Something else happened here? No, not that I could see. Nothing there. I have to check the replay later. Maybe he went off, but there's no reason really to be this close behind someone in the wet. A lot of people's braking points vary, their lines vary, and next thing you know, you could end up knocking someone off the track. Okay, so now Jack is in front of all of them, and comes across the line. Does he improve? He does, up to P4. Ahmed does not improve. Roses improves, moves up to P3. See, next across the line, Speed Hunter, 12 seconds down. So some incident happened there. And Alikos goes into the pits. Perhaps tired of those intermediates, needs to switch to full wets to take advantage here. They're right at the top third bar. Like many of the drivers in this race, I prefer to be on wet tires at this point. It's 50-50. I'm on the 50-50 of going wets. Okay, so 3 of the top 5 all bunched up together. Rose is here in the Porsche, making his way down the hill. Complete second sector, 7/10 down in the best time. So the conditions might actually just be getting worse, and it's not being balanced out by fuel burn. Tires still look to be in good shape, lasting a while as Jack up ahead moves out of the way. Looks like he's trying to position himself to get somebody slipstream, so the next target is Rose's. So let's see what ends up happening here. Takes a tighter line into the last corner. Takes advantage of that traction control to get a good run. So now this is close, okay? This might be too close. Let's see as they go into turn 1 as Oscar sets a 150.7, which is good enough for P2. Yeah, you can see he's catching right up to Roses. He's going to decide to brake a little bit earlier, stay behind as Roses goes wide. Oh, and it just compromises both of their laps. I don't think that there was any contact there. Let's check that out as the first sector is completed and he's already 2/10 down, so that slipstream effect was negated. Let's take a look here at Roses, see if he got the bump. Doesn't look like there's a bump there. Roses just went wide. And I'm not sure if that was the intentional line, but as a result of that, Jack ended up right behind him, and it kind of compromised both of their laps as both of them were almost 3/10 down. So we go over to GT Ahmed now with nobody to slipstream off of. Going up the hill in this McLaren, 7/10 down. 7/10. P1 is up on P2. Where did Deering find all that pace? So Ahmed goes wide here, so he's backing out of this lap. Maybe he's heading into the pits now. The conditions have gotten, well, he's off track. But man, Deering just setting the standard. Hard to follow for sure. Is he going to complete this lap and set an even faster time? He decides to go back into the pits as well. The Race Asylum Orange team, and Race Asylum Orange, you know, as far as I understand, they need a good result. They need a good result to move up in the standings. If I understand where they are in split 2 currently, they're in need of something. You see a couple of drivers moving back down to intermediate tires. Ahmed comes out in wets. We don't have the radar. Actually, can I do this? And just take a quick look at this to see where it is. I wonder if this is up to date for right now, as we have 4.5 minutes left in qualifying. Is this accurate to this very moment? Gotcha. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that, Racer DM. Okay, so we're just gonna get back to the racing action. Deering just a 149.8 is crazy work in the wet. Is anyone going to be able to get closer to this? This is an outlet, so let's this is also an outlet. Rose is not on an outlap. Let's see if Rose is able to close that gap a little bit. 9/10 down almost to P1. Oh, okay, cool. So that was accurate. So it doesn't look like this rain is going anywhere anytime soon. They're gonna have to try and get better laps with slightly wetter conditions. So what we're seeing here is Roses goes almost a second worse than his best time, is that this might be the order, guys. At least at the top. 7/10 in slightly wetter conditions is really tough. Oh, Deering is off! Deering is off! What happened here? Oh my goodness. For more than 15 seconds, just not on the track. Not too sure why an attempt to recover wasn't done there. But you know, I don't have all the information in front of me, unfortunately. Just doing the best with what I have here. As GT Ahmed in P2, it's a little bit wide on the long right-hander into this sharp left-hand turn that concludes sector 2. We got a pretty good indication here as to, you know, how close he might be to usurping pole position from Deering. Completing that sector, yeah, 7/10 down. It's honestly, guys, if you are rooting for Deering here in the Race Asylum number 9 car, you might be in a good spot because nobody seems to be improving their times in the latter half of this qualifying here. As you see, Jack is just getting loose all through this right-hander as he's trying to just push and stay within Deering's slipstream. You know, he's coming out of this this final corner here of sector 2. Let's see if he's any closer to improving, not just to Deering in front, but as a personal best as well. And if I was a betting man, I'd say not. Oh, this is an outlap. This is an outlap, so there's not going to be a sector time there. Forgive me. As he pulls over to get pulls over to gain slipstream back. So Jack is going to be using Deering as slipstream unless Deering pulls over too. You can see they're all jockeying here as they begin their final lap. Who here is on their final lap? Let's see. 2, 3. R.A. Rose is on the final lap, so we're gonna stick with Roses here, and then we'll follow the triangles as they finish their final laps. Can Roses gain 0.2 of a second to get solidly into P2? 0.2 down. This can be made up on a wet track. You can find a lot of time very quickly. You just got to nail this this last section. I know it's pretty difficult, but there's a lot of time to be gained in slow speed corners in the wet. You see he's utilizing that traction control. Take advantage of what the game gives you and what the regulations allow. Can he get that 10/10 number 10 car into P2? Can he get it into P1? Okay, now we just wait and see. On the power. 45 seconds, 46, 47, 48. Not gonna be pole. Does not improve. Oh, is this it? Nope. What's the next car to? A 4 car of Oscar. Number 8 of Edway Racing. Can he improve by even 1/10 to usurp Roses? He cannot. Ahmed across the line next. Does not improve. In fact, goes to 18 seconds slower. Let's see who's next. Alicos in P7. Just needs 1/10. Unlikely. Oh, just misses out. We have P6 and P5 currently making their way back. Rad moves over. Not improving. Nor is MFS Speed Hunter. And Deering holds on to pole. Coming across the checkered flag to put Race Asylum Orange. Race Asylum Orange into pole position for tomorrow's race. So let's take a look at these classified results there. On pole for tomorrow, R.A. Deering with a 149.832. What a crazy good lap, separating himself from the field by 7/10 of a second. My goodness. GT Ahmed in the number 2 car, the McLaren, with a 150.5, followed by R.A. Roses in the 10/10 Porsche, number 10. Following him in P4, Oscar in the GTR, Speed Hunter, Jack, and Alicos rounding out the top 7 with 151.2, 151.9, and 152.1 respectively. So GG's to all the drivers today on their races, on their qualifying. And you know, tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Eastern, the 8 hours of Fuji for Split 2 begins. You can find those streams. Well, join the IRO Discord, and then you can find out more about those streams. They're announced in the IRO Media and IRO Race or broadcast channels. There should be some streams going on via the lobby hosts. But yeah, join the IRO Discord for more information on that. I'm going to save this here and wish all of the racers tomorrow the best of luck. You know, today is just one day. You know, we've seen it. People move from the back to the front and front to the back over the course of 8 hours. It's a long race. And, you know, we'll see what happens with rain in the forecast for tomorrow. So with that, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to sign off and enjoy the rest of your evening, your night, your morning, depending on where you are in the world. And, you know, selfless plug for myself. You know, if you haven't hit that subscribe button and you enjoyed the broadcast today, be sure to hit that subscribe button because it's free and it helps me out big time. All right, that's it for the self promo. See you guys tomorrow. Take care.